Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Well, my student, welcome back to English class. Good morning, my students all. In this pandemic, I hope you are all in a good condition and still avoid from COVID-19. My students, do you remember about our lesson last meeting? Yes, about what?
Yeah. About discussion text.
Any else?
Argument pro and argument against.
Okay, you're right, my students. Before going to our material, let me read our learning objective first. Our learning objective today is at the end of lesson, students are able to identify the problem by using some point views on discussion text correctly. Next, at the end of lesson, students are able to write the issue by using some point views on discussion text correctly. Well, my student. Okay, happy watching and get the point.
Aren't you tired of unproductive business meetings? If you want to get better outcomes from your business meetings, then stay tuned. I'll show you a technique called the 6 thinking hats. For a better understanding, I will be explaining this technique step by step with an exercise. What are 6 thinking hats? The 6 thinking hats is a technique created by Edward de Bono to help group discussions and to promote a more effective decision making. How do I use the 6 thinking hat technique? It always begins and ends with the blue hat. The sequences of the hats depend on the goal of the meeting. To give a few examples, if finding new ideas is the goal, then green hat for creativity should be used before the yellow hat for optimism and black hat for judgment. First, you find the idea and then you evaluate it. If evaluating an idea or a situation is the goal, then yellow and black hat should be used before the green hat. The yellow and the black hat will evaluate the idea, and the green hat will find solutions for the risks that the black hat spotted. Let's play out an exercise using 6 thinking hats to see how it works in a real-life situation. The goal of the exercise will be to evaluate an idea by phone call. If we implement the idea, 90% of the customers will switch over to online ordering and 10% will stop working with us. And finally, Finance Department says that there will be 2% loss in sales from the total order, which is equivalent to $50,000. After that, everyone will be using the yellow hat for optimistic thinking and express the benefits of the idea. We would save 2 hours a day when we don't enter orders manually anymore. We would speed up regular system updates by 40%. We would receive less customer complaints which were caused by wrong deliveries. Customer satisfaction will increase. We will save approximately $60,000 from returns and chargebacks. In the black hat session, everyone will express the risks when implementing the idea. We will lose some of our loyal customers just because they don't understand how to order online. When we forbid orders through phone calls, then we need more communication budget to explain the decision to our customers. The black hat is maybe the most powerful and important of all the hats. Spotting out the risks of an idea can play a crucial role for its success. The green hat will now find creative ideas to solve the risks that were mentioned in the black hat session. We will lose $50,000 in sales but save $60,000 of returns and chargebacks. That means we save $10,000, which can be used for the additional communication budget. We can create an online tutorial on how to order online, which will help us manage these customers to switch over to online ordering. The green hat thinking found ideas to solve risks. The blue hat summarizes the discussions and leads further for an action plan. The idea can now be implemented. As we could see in this exercise, the 6 thinking hats technique helped address different perspectives of an issue, found ideas, and finally came to a mutual agreement. If the 6 thinking hat technique is done right, it can save enormous time in meetings. There are other techniques that help make decisions more effective. In my next video, I will explain about these techniques using an exercise from a real-life experience. What is your experience with the 6 thinking hats by Edward de Bono? Do you find the explanations helpful or do you have more suggestions? What are your success factors for good decision making? Share your ideas with us in the comments below. If you
Okay, have you get the point? Look at the example.
Color of hat black. Characteristic logical negative. Description: in spite of having some advantage, letting teenager have mobile phone has also some disadvantage. First, cheating and be done more easily by using mobile phone. Science student can be search or text the answer under their desk during the test. Second, mobile phone can be very distracting from some important activities in life such as studying, doing homework, or even crossing the street. The unfiltered content which can be accessed easily is also an issue for parents to consider before giving a mobile phone for their child.
Okay, next. And I'm sorry, for more understandings, go on to the exercise 1. Okay, before going to the exercise, please read this text first. The following text, it is pros and cons smartphone for children. For question, please, after you read the text with your group, please complete the following tables.
Black logical negative. On other hand, children will probably have less socialization in real life when they get addicted, lazy, and up leaving their other activities behind. Parents cannot monitor what children are saying and doing every single time. For instance, children might play a war game that can actually affect them in real life if parents are not trained. Color of hat green. Characteristic lateral thinking and ideas. Description: there are benefits to giving children smartphone. However, parents still hating their role in this. The best way to prevent children from using smartphone too much: do not buy them smartphone unless they are getting old enough.
It is a reflection time. Okay, what did you get from the lesson? Hello student, what did you get from the lesson?
Using text thinking hats in discussion text.
Yes. What did you like most about today's lessons?
The using of 6 thinking hats in discussion text.
Okay, next please. Okay, one of you please. Please make the conclusion for our lessons today. Who want try?
May I, Mom?
Yes, your name? Melan, okay.
Six thinking hat is the creative way to solve a problem by using six point keywords such as wide objectives, facts and figures, facts, emotions, and...
Well, my students, that's all our lessons today.
Thank you for your kind attention and see you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Waalaikumsalam.